So you can add content to anything that you put in the sidebar, but you can also make the content be released at particular times, which is called adaptive release. So if I'm back in my week 1 Squinty Robbie Bush in his studio course information, and going into the little grey arrow and the white arrow in the grey circle, you'll see you can edit it. I can edit it and change any of the things I've already put in. But underneath there, you'll see there's a thing called adaptive release. So click on that, and it says that setting a date criteria for this item will restrict the dates and times of the visibility for this item. So if you don't want students to see something until you've done something else, you can simply say display after a certain date. We could, let's say your course started in September. My course starts, I know, on the 28th, so I can say this is not going to be available until the 28th, and my class starts at 1:30. In fact, actually, I've got the date wrong. It's Monday the 26th. And you can keep it open-ended. Once it's displayed, it is there, or you can say it will go away from a certain time. Membership, this content item is visible to all users until a membership criterion is created. So you could say that the membership is just the students, but the staff can see it, and so on. Don't worry about grading on review status for the moment. If I submit that, this assignment is now, or this part of the content is now only going to be released on a certain date. So when I go into student preview mode, just let it give it a time, the week 1 content has gone. There's no content to display. The week 1 is still there because there is content in there, but it won't be released until the 26th of September. Okay, I just want to get you to change the menu items down at the bottom here, so that all the art and design courses are consistent. They have the same menu items, so that students get familiar if they're doing more than one course. So we're going to have course information, which will include course overview, materials and equipment, and learning journal. Then we're going to have content weeks 1 to 10. And under here, there's already something called assignments. Now, assignments is not really a word we use in art and design particularly. So I'm going to change that. And again, just to change it, click on it. The little grey circle with the down arrow. I'm going to rename the link, and I'm going to call it assessment. And I'm going to go, yes, that's what I want to call it. Let's change to assessment. And there are 2 assignments here. Call the first one, if I just click on it, there we go, rename link. We'll call this formative assessment, and brackets, weeks 6 or 7. There we go, rename the link. We'll call this one summative assessment. And just write week 12 in brackets. So I want you to do that so that under assessments that we have a folder for formative assessment. That's the sort of group crits supportive feedback that you're all going to be doing now in weeks 6 or 7 of your courses. So information will go in there. And summative assessment, which will be details of what the student needs to have completed and submit for their final assessments. We're going to leave these all empty for the moment. I just wanted you to get them all sorted out. We're going to delete extension information, special circumstances. What you can do as an alternative is that I've clicked on extension info and the page comes up, but there's a bigger version of it here, which I can go click, delete, and it says deleting this content will permanently delete all the content and items within it. Would you prefer to hide the link this content area. You can hide it or you can delete it. I don't need it, so I am going to delete it. So permanently delete it, gone. If you're unsure, then you can always hide it. And similarly with special circumstances, it refers to a different set of special circumstances. But just to show you what would happen if I wanted to hide it. So if I go edit, delete, hide this link, and it's no longer going to be available to the students. You see there's a little arrow through it there. Leave my grades. So what we're looking for, as I said earlier, is to leave the course title as it is. Course information is the title, and you should have course overview, materials and equipment, learning journal, content weeks 1 to 10, and assessments, formative assessments week 6 or 7, summative assessment week 12, and my grades. There may be more things to add, but that is, and you can add anything you like for your course. You might want to have a section on health and safety, you might want to have a section of images and so on. But I think for the most part that will accommodate your courses.